had to take a deep breath because this is not easy to talk about, and I also don't really have anything planned for this video. I don't know exactly what I'm going to say, but I felt like I needed to film this to help myself process, and also to kind of just talk about what I'm doing to heal and to help myself, so that maybe this information could be beneficial to anyone else who is also going through a breakup right now. So I'm feeling like I really wish that I brought some tissues with me, because there might be some tears, but that's okay. I'm just gonna go with the flow, because this video is just it's just kind of an improv video today. So I'm not going to talk too much about details of the breakup, because it's just still so fresh. It's only been 10 days. And I mainly just want to talk about how I'm healing, like I said. And so I think I'm just going to start with that. The number one thing that has helped me to process this breakup is writing about it. And in fact, the night that we broke up, or I guess the moment we broke up really, and my ex left my apartment, that moment I immediately started writing, because I didn't know what else to do, and it was the best way I knew how to comfort myself. So pretty much for 10 days straight, I've been writing every single day. Just writing out my thoughts, just the raw, real emotions I'm feeling, and just my whole thought process, without judging myself, nobody else is going to read this. So just everything I've been writing has just been purely what I've been feeling in the moment. So if you feel like you have all these thoughts and feelings and just whatever's going on in your mind, I think writing is just really good for getting it all out. Sometimes when you write about it, it kind of gives you a better perspective on the situation too. So if you do choose to write, just nobody else is going to see this. So just write from the heart, just get it out there. This is for you. You're doing this for you. And plus, I feel like it's kind of a good reference point. Let's just say a year from now or sooner, you look back on it and you realize how much progress you've made, and maybe you're not sad anymore, or maybe you don't even think about your ex anymore. So sometimes looking back at the past writings when you were going through that can kind of help you see how far you've come. So there's that. And then the second thing is I've started watching videos of other people's breakups. That might sound kind of weird, but I've been watching videos of people who posted a video, let's say 2 years ago, about their breakup. And then they post a video today, how they're doing. And a lot of them are doing really well, and they're thriving, and they don't think about their ex anymore, and they talk about all the lessons that they've learned from that breakup, and they don't have any bad feelings. And you can just see the difference between the video of them crying and feeling sad and just feeling like nothing's ever going to get better. You see them go from that to how they are now, and they've processed it and they've moved on and they're doing really well. And that gives me a lot of hope, because that's kind of what I need right now. I need hope. But sometimes when you're going through a breakup and it's still so new, sometimes you have to let yourself just be in your emotions and feel whatever is coming up. And I know it's painful, and you feel like you want to get out of it as fast as possible. But sometimes you're just not ready. And I know I'm not ready. Of course I want to be happy. Of course I want to move into a better feeling place. Of course I don't want to just stay sad and be miserable. I think what I'm getting at is, sometimes people are going to tell you to just keep moving forward, to keep doing what you have always done, get back into your routine, push through the pain and all that. But again, it depends on the person. I just need time to process, and I need to honor that. I really need to honor the fact that this is going to take a little time for me. My last breakup, it took me about a year to get over that, and I'm not saying that's going to happen with me in this instance, but I'm just thinking about different times in my life where some breakups, it took me a while. And the thing is, in the beginning, the first week, the first 2 weeks, sometimes you just don't really know how long it's going to take. So I think, and maybe just kind of accepting that too. I think I'm actually getting to this point where I'm accepting that I'm in it right now. It's raw, it's fresh, and I have to allow myself the time to process this. And I do know that there's lessons here that I can take from this relationship. I know that there's definitely a reason why it was so short and why it didn't last and what it was supposed to teach me. And maybe right now I'm not quite ready to listen to what those lessons were exactly. Maybe I just don't even know yet. I don't know what I had to learn from the relationship. And that will come with time as well. And then the third thing that I've been doing to help me process, and also just to keep me sane during this whole transition in my life, is to listen to some really nice instrumental music. And I found this really awesome playlist on Spotify. It's called Peaceful Rhythms. I'm going to link it in the description for anyone who is curious. But right now, listening to instrumental music is incredibly healing. It keeps me grounded, and when my thoughts start to spiral and I start to feel anxious or sad and I feel like I want to come to a more peaceful place within me, I put on this playlist, and instantly I feel better. And I actually listened to this playlist on the whole way to this spot that I'm at now. I think I walked a couple miles to get over here. It was a long walk, and I just put my AirPods in and I just had the music going, and yeah, it's definitely calming. And right now I can't really listen to a lot of lyrical music because I'm just very sensitive, and any songs that might make me reminisce or it just might make me feel sad. I feel like I really would like to not feel any more sad than I already have been. So that's why this instrumental music is so beneficial for me. So those are kind of the top 3 things I've been doing. Of course, talking with supportive people in my life has been helpful, talking with friends, talking with family. But it's kind of weird. I feel like I've been seeking the most peace by just going off and doing things on my own. I don't know why, but like being out here in nature is incredibly healing for me. Going on this walk, I really needed this. And I had been putting it off for a couple days because I was just kind of staying at home, kind of lying around, and honestly, I just haven't really felt like doing anything. And this is normal. I know a lot of people have gone through this period of just losing the motivation to really do anything, especially at the beginning of a breakup. So I really haven't been letting myself lie around too much, though. I know that that is not a habit that I want to get into. So times when I've been finding that I've been lying around, maybe I'm in bed and it's 3 p.m., not to judge myself, but at some point it's good for me to get up and to move. And actually, that's probably the fourth thing I've been doing for myself that's been healing, is actually just moving around. Putting on music and doing some solo dancing has actually been really good for me, because sitting around, I mean, it does make me feel worse to just sit and think and just be in my thoughts and be sad. And it's okay to do that, but I think taking breaks is really good too. Like even getting up and washing the dishes, that's still moving around. And getting up and doing some dancing, even if I'm staying home all day, if I just take those movement breaks, it's so good for me, just getting out of my head and connecting with myself. And that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm really just listening to what I need overall, listening to my needs. Like today, when I woke up, I just told myself, or rather, I guess I listened to myself, and my soul told me to go for a walk and to film a video. So I'm glad I listened, because this is helpful, and I'm actually smiling, which is so great. I feel like this cloud is lifting, and I am starting to see some hope. I really am. And I also think about all the challenges I've gone through in my life. Not just breakups, but other things too. Just my parents' divorce, losing pets, just, I don't know, I'm sure there's other examples I'm not thinking of right now, but just really difficult challenges in my life. And, you know, I'm still here. I made it. So I like to think about that too. All the challenges I've ever gone through, I made it to the other side. And I look back at all those challenges and I see the lessons I've learned, and also they don't seem as bad as they did when I was going through them. Any of these breakups I went through, I look back and I'm just like not in that life anymore. I'm not attached to those people anymore. And I would not want any of those relationships back. So there's a part of me that knows that I am going to feel like this with this breakup. There's going to come a point where I look at it completely differently. And maybe I'll even make a video when I am at that point to show you all the progress I've made. Just because that could be helpful for someone to look at my progress video and see that I'm doing well and I'm no longer in that energy anymore, and all the lessons I've learned. I would love to share that with you all. And if you feel called to, maybe you yourself would like to film a video on your breakup, and you don't even necessarily need to post it for everyone to see. But it could be good to just get your thoughts out. And then this is something that you can look back on and you can see how far you've come. So if you feel inspired to, maybe go out today and get out in nature and make a video. I am already feeling so much better. It's crazy. I think just making this video and getting my thoughts out, it's so healing, and I do feel my energy shifting. And I think that's something else to address too. I think that it's okay to start feeling better sooner than maybe you expected. With breakups, there's no certain amount of time you're supposed to be sad, and there's no certain time that you're supposed to move on. It's so unique to every person. And just like I said, it's okay to allow yourself to just process the breakup and to be in your emotions and to feel sad. It's also okay to feel yourself getting that sense of hope or smiling or laughing, even in that time of grief, even in that time of processing. Just because it's been 10 days doesn't mean that I can't smile and find those moments of happiness. The way I see this is I can only continue to move forward from here. I can't go back. I'm already starting to feel like I'm shifting into better energy. I'm starting to connect with myself more. So if you are going through a breakup right now, I just want to say that I'm sending you so much love and healing energy. And I know you're going to get through this. And maybe that's not what you want to hear right now. I don't really know what else to say. I'm just kind of speaking from the heart. But I truly believe that you are so strong. You have an inner strength that you might not even recognize quite yet, but it's there. As you have overcome all the challenges in your life so far, you're still here, you're still standing, and that is proof in and of itself that you can get through this. So if you want, you can comment below. What are you doing right now to help yourself heal? And your advice could really help me. It could really help someone else maybe. And maybe it'll help you process this breakup more just by sharing a little bit about yourself. So thank you for hearing my message and for just seeing me as I am right now, because I'm just processing all this, and I probably look tired and I probably look like I'm just maybe not my best, but I'm just showing up today with this message, and I hope it resonated with you, and I hope that you are just doing what you can to heal, and I hope that this video helps you in some way. So drop me a comment if you enjoyed this video, and also hit subscribe if you would like to hear more about self-improvement and about manifesting your life. That's typically what I talk about on this channel, so you can stay tuned for more videos on those topics. Other than that, as I said before, I'm sending you all so much love, and I'll see you next time.